How's it going, guys? This is David, QSP Knife USA for sales and service. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. And there's going to be the knives from $50, so $100 for QSP Knife. That's going to be through our dealer network, so check that out. We do have quite a few of the folks that help us out to get these products to you, so check those out as well, so you can kind of see what they have for you. So go over to the website. We do have quite a few different ones from different countries, so you can check those out. But we'll get into some of these knives here, starting out kind of going in somewhat of an order for what you'll find for the knives available to you. So first one up is going to be the Hawk. This is going to be one that probably came out, I think it was 2020 or 2019, but this is going to be the Hawk. So it's got a lot of different variants for this one. This is kind of a burlap micarta. It kind of has different materials that you can get for it. So anywhere 14C28, S35, also has Damascus. So a lot of different ones, but that's going to be one that you're going to get for under $100. So basically that $50 to $100 mark. And then some of those premium ones pushes a little bit higher than that against that Penguin. So you're going to kind of see a Penguin versus the Hawk. And you can kind of see that comparison on sizing. Handle's going to be about the same for it, but this one's going to be a right-hand tip-up carry for this one here. For this product. So very good. It has a lot of deployment methods. So you do have the thumb stud. You also do have the flipper tab for deployment methods. So a lot of different ways to do that. And then again, a lot of different variations that you can pick up for this knife. The Platypus. So very big blade. This one is going to be something that is pretty aggressive in the styling. Also 14C28 for this guy, and then a few different colorations that you could actually choose for this knife too. But this one's going to be a bit bigger than the other knife, and it is going to be bigger blade, different blade style, more aggressive in the blade style for it. And this is also going to be having different G10 inlays for this one here. So this one has a right hand tip up, left hand tip up carry. So whichever one you want to use, it is available to you. So you can actually kind of customize it to how you're going to be carrying it. If you're going to have a weak side carry, you can do that as well. Copperhead is going to be here. So different styling again for this guy. G10 insert to get that coloration, and then a few different blade styles or finishes. This one is going to be with 14C28N as well. So that's going to be that variation here. So again, comparison to that Penguin, and then that is going to be how that looks for you. And then just the regular standard steel clip for it, 14C28. Very good budget blade. Going to be kind of gained popularity again as far as what is accepted as a really good knife steel. So very good corrosion resistance. It's really the highest that Sandvik offers. Osprey is here. So this one actually is the first wire pocket clip for QSP as far as our own lineup. So this is going to be one that is right hand tip up, left hand tip up carry. A wire pocket clip for it. So 14C28N as well for this blade steel. And then a lot of different variations for this one too. Standard Penguin is in D2, so 14C28 for this guy here for the Osprey. And this is actually one that was part of a community drawing. So kind of when it first came out, we were like, well, we don't have a name for it yet. So if you have a name for it, you'll win an Osprey. So somebody did win one of these as far as the sample versions, and then they actually named it the Osprey. So there were a few names that came across during that time, but Osprey stuck. Arthur Brom designed this for us here. So this one does have the sheath. That is one thing that's going to be different too. Some of the dealers might just have it without the sheath. So you might see some with a little bit lower price, some with a little bit higher price. And so check to see if you want, if they have the sheath with it, because some of the distributors did pick it up without it. So if you want the sheath, do ask if it comes with it. So Worker comes in this stylation. There's 4 different variants. You can even get it with a ox bone, which is jigged. So that's going to be a different style. Pocket clip available. So you really don't need the slip for it, but some people do like to run a slip. Nice looking knife, good sizing for a usable knife for you. So if you have somebody that maybe doesn't like the regular liner locks and frame locks, and then they're used to the backlock Buck 110 styles, that's what you have here. So you have a solid backlock knife available with a sheath to kind of bring back to some of those older styles. So do check the website to see what's available, because there's going to be a lot of different styles that I'm not showing you. I'm really just showing you the model, and then the variations you can find on the website as well as dealer website. This is actually the Gannet. This is actually going to be a front flipper. So front flippers are kind of a newer style. So they've been out for a long time, but they haven't really gained traction too much in the market for some time now. And it's just a different way to open a knife. So it actually, I think, was a French knife initially as far as the opening mechanism. But this is a really nice one, really good transitions. So basically the transition between the micarta and the carbon fiber is a very clean transition. And then you also do have that front flip that is really easy to actuate. 154 cm for the blade steel on this guy. So you're going to have a few different options available for blade steels throughout our lineup. And then so that's going to be something to give you a different option for the steel that you really prefer. And then that's where you can find the knife that is really suited for your needs as far as what you use it for, what you want to actually carry in your pocket. We do have some fixed blades. We don't have a lot of them, but we do have some really solid offerings. There's actually a newer version also. This one is called the Bison. So if you notice, a lot of our knives are animals, mostly birds, but we're kind of sticking to that as well. So this is a D2 blade steel micarta handle for this guy, a Kydex sheath. It does also come with a Tech-Lock style, so you do have this available, so you can actually mount it however you want to for the knife. And then it also does have the drain hole. So good styling, very striking for that. Handle length is going to be pretty close to that penguin, so maybe a little bit larger. So if you have a penguin, you know how that feels, so you'll know how this feels also in your hand. So let us know as far as what type of knives you're looking for as well, and then we can work to make that happen. Also check out some of the OEM work that we have going on too. So this is going to be one of the fixed blades, one of the neuro guys here for the Bison. So have you heard on that? A very solid retention for a knife too. So another fixed blade, also in this price range. This is actually one that also has done well for us. This is called the Workaholic. This is by Sven over at messerdepot.de. So that's going to be this guy here. So he designed it, tested out with his wife's hand, his hand. So it works well across the board as far as smaller hands, larger hands as well. This is a nice knife. I have a few variations of this myself. Also going to be N690 for the blade steel. It does come with a leather sheath. So there's the leather sheath that comes with. Some of the older ones have a Scout Carry one as well. And if you guys have a preference, we might even go to Kydex at some point. But this is going to be that sheath. So you can take off these scales and actually, these covers, and actually run it either naked without anything on it, run the paracord, wrap it up. So different variations that you want to do for that. Even if you want to do custom scales, you can do that as well. But that is everything that comes in the box. So you get the sheath, you get the paracord, the tool, as well as the knife available. And we do have some different variations again for this. But this is again just an iteration, or basically an introduction to the knives that we have available within the lineup. So this is going to be the Workaholic. There's the actually Mamba V1. So this is the first one that came out. This one is going to be in VG10. So VG10 kind of, I guess, lost some of the like that it has, but a lot of people still like VG10. It is the one that's been around for a while. It is a knife steel. This one is available currently. So this one is the one that's in carbon fiber. And this is again under $100, so $50 to $100 is this lineup that we have here. And Aaron of QSP Knife is the one that designed this for us as well. So this is going to be one of the first ones, and then there's that second iteration that was in the previous video. So if you haven't seen that one, go over and check out the knives under $50. So we do have those as well. If you do like a little bit larger blade, the Locust is available for this one. Still has micarta on it, but this is going to be a larger, more Wharncliffe style blade. So very much a utility knife style. Also the titanium pocket clip for this guy. This one is going to be in micarta as well, right hand tip up. And this one is actually moved over to 154 cm. So you might have some other ones that are the older models that might have a different blade steel. So you're going to see that styling. So if you have a little bit larger hand, the Penguin might be a little bit too small. This is going to be something that is a little bit larger. Still has a very good utility blade for it, and so it can take care of the work that you need it to do. And also with micarta, it does age with you, so any of the oils that you're doing kind of works with you on that, and you can still clean it if you want to get back to this finish here. And then one of the last ones that are going to be in this lineup for the under $50, so $50 to $100 actually. So this one is going to be a Penguin, but this one is going to be a titanium Penguin, 154 cm. This is the one that we have here. So the Penguin has gone from a $20, $30 knife all the way up to a $300 knife, and still accepted within that lineup. Still accepted as far as a solid work knife, somebody that people can really start with and really be satisfied with for their knife. So this one does have titanium pocket clip. Again, going to be the same sizing for this guy here, but as you see, it's going to be titanium pocket clip. This is going to be a loop over steel clip, and then that's going to be the different styling for it. But 154 cm D2. So really great value. Again, under $100 there you get from dealers, and that's going to be really a lot of the knives that we have available. So check out our website, check out our dealers, and actually see what other knives QSP has to offer. Also check out the OEM line, because we do have a lot of those things going on. But if you have anything else, let me know in the comments. Let me know what's their favorite knife on this lineup, or what would you like to see from us. Thanks for stopping by.